Today on the channel, I'm going to unbox the DED 200 electronic drum set by Donner. Let's do it. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're unboxing this Donner DED 200 electronic drum set. So I'm going to unbox it real quick, get everything laid out, show you the parts, and then put this thing together and we'll do a full demo. So let's first take a look at what comes inside the box. Electronic drum kits usually have quite a few parts and pieces, so not really looking forward to it, but fortunately got my son with me here today, and he's going to help me through all of this. So let's take a look at all the boxes that come in this thing. Then we'll break it down slowly. Owner's manual, and it looks like it's broken into modules and pads. So right here is our drum module. Let me just take a look at this real quick. All right, this is the brain of the system that's in the module box. So we're going to keep all these things in the boxes for now, because as I go, I think it'll make a lot more sense to have these labeled. Here's a drum pad. That may be all the drum pads, I'm not sure, but that's the drum pad. Here's the pedal, assuming that's a kick pedal. Then we've got accessories, box B, okay, probably nuts and bolts maybe, and some wing nuts, I'm thinking. Drum stool bracket, so it comes with a drum stool. Here's some packing material. Here's a cymbal mount. Boy, that's quite heavy. All right, cymbal mounts, drum stool surface, so that must be the seat for the drum stool. Cymbal pads, right there in this box. We've got, these are the snare and tom drum pads. Okay. This is the kick pad and pedal. So the other pedal must be the hi-hat. So this is kick pad and pedal. That's a big, heavy box. And then the drum stand. So this is going to be the brackets and the stands that everything attaches to, okay? Get this box out of the way. So what I'm going to do off camera is take a look through the manual and see what needs to go together first. I'm assuming the drum stand will need to be assembled first so everything can be mounted on it. I've done a few electronic drum kit assemblies in the past, so we'll get started with that. I'll try to film as much as possible along the way and then show the final assembled kit. Cool. Let's get going. Okay, pretty much it's a two-pager. We've got the stand assembly here on the left page, and then this has a pretty easy to understand diagram of where everything goes on the rack, the drum rack. This third page basically is showing how to connect the drum module, and then we've got some instructions over here regarding the kick pedal. So pretty straightforward. Then the rest of it goes over settings within the drum module. So first thing I'm going to do is set up this drum stand so we can assemble all the parts onto the drum kit itself. Okay, so me and Devin are putting this thing together, and we've got the cymbal mounting brackets going on, got the main stand put together, which was really simple. Nice hardware. The hardware on this kit is first impressions. It's pretty solid. Directions are quite easy to follow. Just got to pay attention to what you're doing. So cymbal mounting brackets are going on, and then probably, I would assume, the snare. There's a snare mounting bracket down there, it looks like. Pretty nice hardware. Everything seems to be really stable and solid. Everything's plastic. Very minimal tools required. Everything comes included in the package. Okay, there's the naked drum stand right there without the pads. And I've got the drum throne assembled. That was easy enough, but we've got all the brackets mounted for the cymbals and the snare and the tom-toms. Everything is ready to go, so now it's just a matter of getting the drum pads out and the cymbal pads and the kick drum. Should be pretty easy from this point forward. Get that module on there and test it out and see how good it sounds. I'm getting excited. Okay, we've got the snare and the toms mounted on the drum rack. Obviously we'll have to set this up to the way that we want to play it once we start to play the kit, but they're on there. That was easy to install. So we're going to do the cymbals next. Let's do it. Okay, so I'm like really pleased at how fast this is coming together. This was really an easy kit to assemble. So far so good. Of course we haven't tested it yet to see if it actually works, but we've got the cymbals on it. Devin's getting out the, this is the kick drum right here, so check it out. Pull that out of the bag. Let's take a look at it. Yeah, cool. Now when you live out in the sticks, like I do on Ranch 5150 Skinwalker, the funnest part of the evening is when you get to burn all this stuff in the burn box or the burn pit, so I'll document that later too. We'll ignite that up. But now we're going to put the kick drum down. So there it is. We got to fasten that pedal to the kick, obviously. It's got little mounting screws, mounting bolts. This is a ride. These cymbals say ride and crash on them. They've got little felt pieces underneath the cymbal so it doesn't crack. This has a nice little rubber edge to it, so when you hit it with your stick, it doesn't make a noise. These are really nice, soft mesh-like pads, so they don't make a lot of noise when you hit them. And the hi-hat's right over there, obviously. Yes, that's like as much volume as you're going to hear out of it. I mean, you can hear it, obviously, but if you got kids or something, that's certainly not going to keep you up at night. What's this? Is this the hi-hat pedal?
I think so.
All right.
Or a pedal of some sort.
Oh, that's the kick drum pedal with the chain on it.
Right.
That's the hi-hat pedal down there. So all right, cool. I was wondering where the beater was for that thing. Okay, we got the drum mallet installation going on here. Hopefully this is picking that up. Comes with a little tool so you can tighten it up. So really no tools required. Got to make sure you get that nice and tight. Otherwise that thing will fly off in the middle of Hot for Teacher. Be cool if they made an electronic drum kit with a double bass drum, a budget kit like this anyway. I'm sure there are double bass drum electronic kits out there, obviously. Nice. Okay, we're about to put the module on the drum set. Forgot to mention these headphones come with a drum set, so those were part of the kit also. So we're moving the hi-hat out of the way a little bit so we can get this module in place, which will go on this piece there. Module's our last box. Then we'll just run the wires to each trigger, each drum, and to the hi-hat pedal. Nice. What's it looking like? Here's the module, the brain of the system. As we drop it, our day is ruined. Okay, so the only complaint I've got, the only thing I can criticize a little bit is the cables here that come out of the drum brain. They're color coded, but nowhere in the user manual or on these drums does it tell you which color goes into which drum. So essentially it's going to be trial and error, plugging them into each drum until we figure out which one is which. So that's going to take a few moments, but that's it. Making final adjustments to the kit, the setup, so it's playable. We didn't mention the drum throne. Devin's sitting on the drum throne, but it's pretty decent. Okay, so I'm going to hook this up to a speaker and we're going to test out trial and error which trigger cable goes to each drum. So, okay, so we got all the cables ran. We had to test each cable. I plugged the cable into the cymbal and we went with each cable individually until we were able to identify which cable was for which drum. It only took about 5 minutes. It was kind of fun actually. But everything's set up. I've got this running through a little monitor here. So we've got audio, and we're gonna just show you a little bit of what this thing sounds like with my basic camera here. So go ahead and play a little bit. Okay, hang on, let's see. How do we go to, that's patch 2, that's funk. What have we got? That one's called Session. Show the rim shot on the snare. And then do the snare. Cool. So the snare's got this little rubber edge to it so you can do rim shots. The toms don't have the rubber edge, but this has a little. Yeah. Nice. Does it sound different when you go in different sections of the drum head? Velocity sensitive. What's patch number 1 sound like? Go to just number 1.
Went to a wrong page. Just gonna power off.
Turn it off, start over. We don't know how to run this thing just yet. It's called Pop. Alright, so Pop kit. Neither of us are drummers, so bear with us. So you roll the wheel basically to go up. Okay, cool.
It looks like there are 31 sets, and the last one is custom.
31 kits, and then the 31 is custom. All right, let's hear hard rock. Go to hard rock number 29. Pop metal, play a little bit. '90s. Post metal, all right. That kick drum sounds really tight. Blues kit.
I'm not.
So we've got a crash here, hit the crash. That's a ride. And then there's another crash. You can grab it, cool. Let's hear the differences in these crashes. All right, so that's what that sounds like. Hit this cymbal. Nice. Cool. Got a metronome? Or is this? Oh. Woohoo! It's got tracks that you can play.
EQ here and your volume.
I believe you can customize each drum, like the EQ and the volume of each drum.
There's your clip.
Okay, set a tempo so if we want to practice to a metronome. First time using this thing, so we're learning it as we go, right? Cool.
Songs.
Let's see what other songs are in here. This is always fun. All right, cool. What do you think, man?
I love it. I mean, I love that it's sensitive to all the. You can make different sounds with the cymbals. And choke.
Yep.
I mean, the quality's great.
It was easy to put together. I think we spent maybe an hour on this, hour and 15
less,
minutes.
yeah.
Yeah, the quality's good. Everything's really nice. I like it. We just have to look in the manual and figure out how to do all the different settings. But I probably won't mess with that. I mean, this is just a great jam kit, and you can have band rehearsals in this room and keep your amps low, keep your mics low, and just practice. Fantastic. The Donner DED 200. Now the next thing is, let's burn all this trash. Okay, so there you have it. This is the Donner DED 200 electronic drum set. I gotta say, I'm really impressed. The samples and the sounds sound really nice. The hardware, the cymbals, the pedals, everything looks to be of great quality. It was easy to put together, and my band is going to practice with this for sure. I'm gonna jam with this in the room that we're in right now. Totally a usable kit. I've got to go through the manual to understand how to adjust different levels and settings within each drum set, or drum I should say. But you know, for now I think I'm just going to leave it the way that it is. It's totally usable, and just plug and play, jam, and rock on. I highly recommend it. The Donner DED 200. If you like this kind of content, please consider subscribing, comment below, and as always, have a great day. Peace out.